The leading candidates in Argentina's presidential election this weekend all promise reform for Latin America's third largest economy. The campaigning has been like no other, with the emergence of one hopeful who has been compared to former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro and former US President Donald Trump. Argentina is in the throes of one of its worst economic crises in decades. Inflation is running at around 140% yearly. The currency is in free fall. There is rising poverty and growing social unrest. This economic context has led to a seismic shift in Argentine politics. The centre-left and centre-right coalitions are now threatened by the emergence of a political outsider, the libertarian Javier Milei. The self-proclaimed anarcho-capitalist has promised to scrap the peso and dollarise the economy. His far-right views, from climate change denial to doubting the number of victims from the country's 1976 to 1983 military dictatorship, have set the agenda in this campaign.
Do you all think a different Argentina is possible with the same old politicians?
Despite the economic situation, the government candidate, Economy Minister Sergio Massa, seeks to convince voters he can deliver economic growth and that he can guide this divided country to consensus.
This is a wonderful country. What we need to do is reach broad agreements on 5 or 6 basic ideas.
Conservative Patricia Bullrich said she will combat and defeat inflation, corruption and crime. The change is now and forever is her slogan. Political analyst Juan Pablo Schianelli says after 10 years of economic difficulties under the governments of Cristina Kirchner, Mauricio Macri and Alberto Fernandez, voters simply want something different.
Milei emerges in the context of the failure of the political class in general. The Peronists have not found solutions, and neither have the anti-Peronists. Milei offers something new, with proposals that people have never heard before, and his main idea is to defeat the political class.
Most polls suggest a runoff between Milei and Massa in November, but few pollsters anticipated Milei's strong showing in the primary elections in August, and the question is whether voters will turn their backs on the traditional ruling parties. Joel Richards for CGTN in Buenos Aires.